Good day and welcome to this session on principles of value for money. By the end of this session, you should be able to understand some basic principles of value for money. So value for money basically is premised on the concept or on the notion that organizations or the procurement function in any public procurement system has to acquire goods, works and services on the best possible terms. And then procurement systems have to ensure that they are considering not only the purchase price of a product but also considering the total cost of ownership of a product, and they are also ensuring that goods, works and services that are produced for customers actually meet the needs or expectations of the public. So in making value for money or in making procurement decisions, procurement professionals are usually conflicted as to whether they should achieve value for money in the short term or in the long term, because whether you are achieving value for money in the short term or in the long term has various requirements that need to be met. So in order to achieve value for money, you have to operate procurement using certain principles such as accountability, transparency, and equal treatment. Accountability in the sense that funds being expended in procurement activity are not or do not belong to public procurement professionals. Hence, with principles of integrity, professionals have to ensure that they are providing detailed, systematic reports on how funds have been spent and on what funds have been spent. Then the principle of transparency is where in every step of procurement proceedings, there has to be disclosure of whatever is going into the procurement process so that in the end all stakeholders or actors and beneficiaries are in or are aware of what the public procurement process entailed and how funds have been managed. And then finally, there is also the principle of equal treatment, which is backed by the notion of competition, because if there is competition, it means everyone is treated the same. And given that criteria for evaluating tenders are publicly made available, this enhances the principle of equal treatment, where the same criteria that was made public is applied to evaluate tenders of all suppliers who submit bids. So in achieving value for money, there are certain opportunities that are available to achieve value for money. And doing so, you have to ensure that transparency and integrity are achieved throughout the procurement cycle. That is, being open about public procurement proceedings, as well as practitioners of the public procurement proceeding having integrity in the procurement process. Then secondly, you have to ensure that the needs of end users and other stakeholders are appropriately identified and factored into the procurement arrangement. Finally, you have to ensure that a clear statement of the procurement needs and objectives is developed, including permitted socio-economic or environmental goals, if there is any. So in summary, you have learned that value for money was initially discussed, as well as the examination of certain principles that underpin value for money.